Touchdowns and Tangent Show. I'm PD Camarillo, joined as always by my friend, my co-host, Kenneth. What's good, man?
Kenneth Frank Jamesberry. Thank you. It's been an all right week.
And for those of you who have listened to this show before, you might have caught a little change in the intro. You'll notice that I said show instead of podcast. That's because we're streaming live for the first time from the Good News radio station. So shout out to them for giving us another platform, another outlet, just changing up the format a little bit, but you can still catch our regular podcast show on all the usual suspects: SoundCloud, Speaker,
Google Play, iHeartRadio,
iTunes,
Facebook,
Podcast Store.
But specifically, to listen to us on the Good News radio station, make sure you download the app, as it's stated, Good News radio station. You can also listen. You can get it off Google Play. You can get it off iTunes, App Store. Listen live, and you'll be able to call in. What's the number, Pete?
The number is 323-900-0478. So give us a call, give us a take, give us a tangent, whatever the case. So, Kenny, for those people who maybe have never listened to us, those Good News radio station fans who've never heard us, stumbled upon us, what is this show like?
It shows like when you come across your favorite, you come across a hood spot that becomes your favorite, and you don't want to tell anybody, but it's so good for like the greater good of humanity, you kind of got to tell people. And eventually everyone just starts going, and they realize, all right, it's dope. We like this. We want more of it. And
so what this podcast isn't is it's not two white dudes sitting here spitting out football jargon, and we're definitely not two talking heads yelling at each other from across the way.
We're not nerdy journalists who didn't play sports in high school and didn't get girls. We've kind of done a lot of stuff in our lives.
We try to give you both a balance of serious football, X's and O's, football head talk that you have with your family on a Sunday, chilling in front of a TV, watching the game.
And just some slanders, disrespectful, I need to get this off my chest type of venting. And it's all healthy. It's all therapeutic.
And then you might also catch us throwing occasional petty banter at each other because, well, we've been doing this for about, 4 years now? 3 years?
Since 2014.
Different formats, but it's pretty much the same. Kenneth always loses the arguments.
That's factually wrong. I've predicted a lot of stuff. I predicted the whole Tiger Gurley situation, dudes leaving early and not playing in bowl games. Like, you can go all the way back to SoundCloud. I won't say the name of the place. You can.
The point is, our archives don't lie. So if you want, you can look us up. You can add us. I'm at Pete Certified on Twitter.
I'm at Ozo Grande, Ozo Grande.
You can call us out. You can call us bums. Whatever you need to do.
Give Pete tips on where to find a good barber.
Wow, and
because he needs it,
and we're back here already.
Yeah.
So
headline's trash in Black History Month. Like,
without any more
black friends, I don't understand that.
All right.
It's insulting.
So without any more blasphemous comments from Barry, let's jump right into the content since we actually have football content to talk about this week.
The Eagles destroyed Philadelphia, and I couldn't be happier.
Why?
Because for once, the world saw, yo, we really just letting white people destroy stuff and pillage.
Bro, I saw someone flipping over a Prius. I saw people eating horse crab.
They were eating
literally
facing it. They ate it. It's I've heard of the phrase "eat the booty like groceries," but
that was something else.
Dog, did you even chew it? I think they just swallowed.
I saw people rock paper scissoring over light posts.
Literally, somebody was just jumping up and down on a light post hanging over the center of the street.
I heard people were falling from multiple story buildings and cracking their head open.
They destroyed the Ritz. They destroyed the Ritz-Carlton.
Okay.
I was like,
okay, that's not bad. I can get behind. I can get on board with that.
But I'm like, I would be really angry if it was just why are you destroying all the spots?
And the best part was they got a policeman to say "Free Meek."
Yo, the police. Honestly, though, real talk. all this Free Meek stuff is cool, but one of the greatest rappers ever alive, Black Thought, is from Philadelphia, and the Roots are from Philadelphia, and y'all don't have the Roots.
And Cassidy.
Okay.
And gangster rap.
Okay. Not first off, gangster rap didn't start in Philly, but
Actually,
some of the dopest.
Actually, if you listen to Ice-T, that's where the origination is from.
Ice-T's light skin. First off,
so yeah, check your facts.
I'm from East Oakland, so I can tell you where gangbanging started.
Okay.
And the Black Panthers, like, if we're talking history, everyone's history is a little bit different. You just get it at different times. But first off, battle rapping and just savagery is what I think of when I think of Philly. Detroit, I think of like nice, clean-cut MCs.
Okay. Because Royce is clean-cut and D12 is clean-cut.
First off, no one cares about D12.
Okay, that's why they have Detroit in their
No,
name?
like Eminem, Big Sean, Royce the 5'9". Like,
okay, but
they're
without
brands.
D12, there's none of them. So,
Bro, without proof, there's none of them. Rest in
Okay,
peace.
which is part of.
But when you think of Philly, like, but like this, any dude in Philly, any rapper could catch you on a bad day and it's over.
For sure.
You don't want to rap again.
For sure.
They got you.
Unless you're Drake, because we saw how that one played out.
Nah, that was like being. That was similar to a situation I went through, but I won't talk about it in college. But imagine it's like.
Wow, not this story again.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry that it offends you so much. Imagine like the coolest dude in the class who's really kind of a loser uses his popularity to pretty much sun you, but all the street dudes know you didn't really get sunned. You just got embarrassed because he just outwitted you by a little bit.
Isn't that kind of how the Eagles won this game?
Yeah, but it's also
because when you really think about it, like, what are you going to remember the most about this game?
Meek Mill, the intro.
It was a great game.
That
like,
trash.
Honestly, was it one of the best Super Bowls you ever seen?
Tom Brady lost, so yes, but it wasn't one of the best. But that's just
what Super Bowl do you think is better than that Super Bowl? Let's hear it. That you've seen with your own two eyes.
The Seattle one is still traumatic for me.
Well, that one's traumatic for me for other reasons that we can't get into on air. But KB knows what's up.
My heart. Remember the dude with the Kaepernick jersey who sliced his foot open?
Yeah, for real. That deserves some lightning for that one.
Oh man, that dude was a tool. Well, anyway, when I think of this Super Bowl, I really think of like Philly really wasn't the best team person. Like, I don't know. It's like they took the magic of what the Giants were, that wild card team that wasn't supposed to be much.
Here's my thing.
But they were an elite team all year with dudes
That's
who
true.
were constantly doubted, especially when you think of Jason Kelsey's amazing speech. Like, if I needed somebody in a roast battle to be my partner, I'm picking Jason Kelsey.
All right, let's play a bit right here where he starts, calling out the media a little bit.
We gotta play most of it. It was beautiful.
This past offseason, some clown named Mike Lombardi.
We all love Mike Lombardi.
That he was the least qualified
Speak for yourself.
head coach in the NFL.
I'm joking.
You saw a driven Doug Peterson, a man who went for it on fourth and down. Went for it on fourth and down in the Super Bowl with the trick play.
Pause real quick. Okay, now, for those of you who didn't see the speech, Jason Kelsey, the amazing human being that he is dressed like Jasmine's father in Aladdin. Just think like that, but he has like green on. Head to toe, dressed like Aladdin's, like Jasmine's father.
Which, by the way, Chris Long was also dressed funky. So
like a pimp named Slickback.
So someone on Twitter said, I'm all for
that massive coat
Super Bowl parades becoming the new Met Gala for football players, and I definitely co-sign that, because if you are the champions of the world, wear whatever the hell you want.
You gotta swag it out. Just don't
even care.
Don't wear.
I don't want to hear the same tired ass speeches about how we overcame the odds and blah blah blah. If you're gonna do it, at least do it in a funny outfit and do it loud as hell, as Kelsey did.
And dance with the fans, sing with the people.
But
they went from literally rioting and destroying the city to 2 days later, like everyone loves one another, and I'm like, yeah,
America.
Because I'm just like, yeah, if it's America, where like all those white kids were actually committing felonies and destroying property, didn't get arrested, but some black girl got arrested for fighting naked.
Okay, so
race and football, can't get away from it.
Without getting on that tangent, but
yeah,
My point is, I feel like Peterson really won this game for them. I feel like when we look back on it, we're going to look back a lot like we looked at the Saints, where they won it on that onside kick.
Yep.
And Sean Payton got all the credit. Well, Drew Brees got all the credit, but Sean Payton was definitely second.
The defense came up.
It's going to be Peterson.
That dude had brass
The
balls.
defense came up with some crucial plays, but they weren't that good.
They got the one sack that they needed.
That's all they needed.
They stayed. It's like a. Literally, they were underdog. It was like something got a Rocky. Even though I think Nick Foles deserves a statue now, and not Rocky, because Rocky was a fake character. But anyway,
my whole thing is
they got the punch they needed at the right time. He punched like Brandon Graham punched the ball
Michigan
out at
on Michigan
perfect
crime.
time. Yeah, but we like him better.
A Michigan bust versus a.
He wasn't a bust. They said
bro.
Graham was not a bust.
We're going to have to start rolling tape on some of the old shows in here, bro.
We can play the rest of this.
No. Look, he's trying to duck it because
I'm not ducking anything.
Bro, you were hating on Brandon Graham
for the
a
first
minute.
couple of years. He was looking like a bust, but then it was Chip Kelly's defense.
You definitely called him a bust.
They had him as a 3.
Definitely.
They had him as
and you know,
they had him as a 3-4 outside linebacker. As a 3-4 outside linebacker, he's a bust, but he's the perfect left defensive end.
Okay,
I wasn't wrong.
Back to my point. Peterson really deserves a lot of credit for this, for the trick play, as Kelsey mentioned.
He outcoached Belichick.
Who calls a play like that? But the biggest thing is he was playing to win. A lot of teams, especially in that position, play not to lose.
The Saints.
And I think that's where I really underestimated the Eagles, is because he comes from the Andy Reid tree, so you expect him to be kind of conservative, but he
got a Super Bowl before Andy Reid. That hurts.
And I think the biggest thing is
with the Eagles.
And I think that's really what worked in his favor. Is especially when you're going against Bill Belichick, who's a really like game plan heavy dude. When you do something completely out of character, or you're a coach where he doesn't have a lot of knowledge about you, it's hard. It's more variables than he's used to overcoming.
But also, that defense was terrible all year. Matt Patricia, he only got that job just because he's a certifiable genius. And the red zone defense was elite for the Patriots, but man, injuries and they were soft up front.
The reason why I really question why the Eagles and why we didn't spend a lot of time on it, and why I didn't think the Eagles really stood a chance, was besides underrating Peterson
and Foles,
I just felt like Jacksonville was built to beat them. And I felt like the Eagles were a cheaper version of Jacksonville.
I feel like as a unit, the Eagles they actually got the most pressure on
They
people
have more depth,
without getting to the
they have more depth for sure
Barnett,
than Jacksonville.
They had the most pressures without
but
actual
real talk,
sack production.
Real talk.
But the Jaguars
Real talk,
are the best
though, man.
defense.
I know you were happy seeing your boy Nelson Aguilar come up with some big third down catches.
I was like, yes.
Your boy Jay had some crucial runs in the first quarter.
Called it Boise
first
State.
half. So shout out to Boise State.
Shout out to USC.
Close to both of our hearts. So.
Speaking of which, now play the rest of the video because this is where it gets interesting.
Bro, I'm not about to play this whole 4-minute video.
You don't have to.
Just go mediocre. He's playing for a Super Bowl. And it don't stop with him. It does not stop with him.
Greatest promo ever.
Jason Peters was told he was too old. Didn't have it anymore. Before he got hurt, he was the best freaking tackle in the NFL.
Facts.
Big V was told he didn't have it. Stephen Wisniewski ain't good enough. Jason Kelsey's too small. Lane Johnson can't lay off the juice. Brandon Brooks has anxiety.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz didn't go to a Division I school. Nick Foles don't got it. Corey Clement's too slow. LeGarrette Blount ain't got it anymore. Jay and John can't stay healthy.
Preach the gospel, sir. Preach the gospel. Because that's what the man did. I didn't even know about the anxiety thing with Brandon Brooks.
So, we already talked about...
Oh, no. Finish the last little bit, though. There's he talks about the receivers.
Smith can't catch. Nelson Aguilar can't get.
Nope.
They really can't, though.
Zach Ertz can't block. Brett Selleck's too old.
Those are all true. Okay, he's getting true now.
Curry ain't got it.
Vinny Curry.
Allen can't fit the scheme. Michael Kendricks can't fit the scheme. Nigel Bradham can't catch. Jalen Mills can't cover.
He can't.
Robinson can't cover.
Patrick Robinson.
It's the whole team.